This is going to describe your hero's journey, where you might be at this time in this journey. And hero's journey is a term coined by the famous scholar Joseph Campbell. He has done many research over the tales, stories, mythologies, fairy tales of cultures, and what he discovered was just that one repeating story over and over again in all cultures, that it was the hero's journey. So he has figured out that all the stories are actually repeating itself in different stages, and this story, hero's journey, is actually consisting of 12 stages, like 12 zodiac signs, 12 months. So there is really something mystical and esoteric about the number 12. And now we are going to see in what stage are you in. You know, hero's journey usually starts with the first, we have ourselves in the ordinary world. Then we have this call to adventure. Then we first, refuse the call. And then there is this meeting the mentor stage, where we meet some guide, and then we cross a threshold. Then we find ourselves in the belly of the whale. Then we go through some road of trials, and from there comes the supreme ordeal, which is actually your superpower you find. And then you have your reward. You go, you do the journey back home, show them that you have achieved, and then you go to the stage 11, which is the resurrection. It's like the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. And then we have the return with the elixir, stage 12, which is about pausing and reflecting upon the memory of the time you been, what you have been, and like there is some kind of an experience that where your soul filled with this ultimate gift. So and when you start to share your story from the tip to toe, you see some medicinal effects on others, and it's like as one is lifted, all are lifted energy. Of course, hero's journey is a big is a study by Joseph Campbell. Actually, what he has tapped is an esoteric information there with these stages, and it has been influential to all the cinema, like from Lord of the Rings to Star Wars. It has all affected all these directors, all those painters, all those performance artists. This was the source they were using, hero's journey, because this is the stages of the heroic experience, which is actually ultimately the spiritual enlightenment in the end. But this can be also, we are doing this through a daily task, through relationships, job, work, family, domestics, and in general life. So now let's find out where you are at this journey now. This is a timeless reading. It can be relevant in a time you watch. But of course, these are general readings. It's not going to resonate or actualize for everyone watching. But this is a good thing, because otherwise, you're gonna have everyday tower, everyday judgment, everyday wheel of fortune, every day, right? So it's good that it's not resonating every time, actually, but just watch for perspective, insight, and what you can take from it. So, where you are at. Ooh, the light, fantastic. So this is your card indeed. It has some Libran touch. So we have Dance with the Universe, Trip the Light, fantastic. So now this is stage 23, and it's about crossing the threshold. So in the journey, this is about crossing the threshold. I will let you know what this means, because we are going to do the take on of the artist. With the oracle cards, we need to take the perspective of the artists, because this is a technical reading, and then the tarot part I will do it on my end. But for the oracle, we need to hear the artist. So the artist says, the trip the light fantastic, dance with the universe. Now this information, of course, actually can make any sense. It's not that much of abstract concept as it is. If you can see those symbols, how do they actually work in your daily life? As above, so below, right? As within, so without. Now, Halil Gibran has a quote, actually. He says, "And forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the winds long to play with your hair. Dance with the universe." The message here is that it says there is a place within that inherently trusts the subtle and not so subtle, nudges the universe, sends you. Allow that place to expand as you feel your body trusting and surrounding to the rhythm of the universe. It knows when to hold firm, when to pause, and when to flow. Allow yourself to feel the universe guiding you in the sensuality of your every move. Some sensual awakening for Libra. This can be really also how your physical condition, vitality also is right now. When you dance with the universe, there is no need to figure out what move will come next. Allow yourself to be pliant yet taut, nimble yet audacious, so that you may delight in your rapturous self-expression. It's true. When we start to dance, do we really think how we gonna end up? No. When we go to and listen a concert and music, do we wonder how this song will going to end up? No, we just follow the rhythm, right? And sometimes we end up when dancing in very awkward situations as well. So now this card speaks to you then. There is some kind of realization you are reaching. You come to a stage when to hold firm, when to pause, and when to flow. So it's how the forces around you are guiding you at this time. Okay, so how the forces around you at this time guiding you to be. It's like more pausing, more moving, this type of thing. And when you know see that difference, you are likely to cross the threshold, because this card is making us to cross the line that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary world. In this stage, which is stage 5, this is stage 5 among 12 stages. You are at stage 5, and in this stage you move from mundane to the mysterious. And actually this is an energy which can help you to discover your will, your passion, and sometimes how to outsmart the threshold guardian, you know, that stands on the bridge between the worlds, like in the movies, like in the novels. Sometimes the guardian, they may throw a riddle in the form of a dream. And sometimes your dreams actually, those guardians at the threshold, like, you know, sending you a puzzle, they say, okay, solve it now. And then you can pass to the sacred realm. So it is also important for you to decode your dreams at this time. Sometimes they may seem to be very nonsensical, but you gonna like find yourself mysteriously on the other side of the challenge with some unexpected insights which is going to actually empower you ultimately. Now here the energy is also, I mean the card is also giving you some kind of a dream symbol that you may want to work on or reflect upon. So the dream symbol for this stage is dance. It says, I mean, this is the artist's take on this. Dreams of dance represent sensual, passionate, primal self-expression as you sync up with the rhythm of your soul. This dream may be revealing your synchronicity with your inner masculine and feminine, and thus supporting you to have an even more harmonious, psychic, unified connection with the universe. This dream may be helping you to find your way to the dance floor of your life. So you can let your wild, passionate self be the belle or be of the ball. There is also a mantra here, Libra. It says, I celebrate each twirl, dip and flip as I dance with the universe in ecstatic jubilation. Wow. Okay, now we have got our here message and perspective from the origins of this card. Now we are going to see the tarot association in this so that it can make up a whole story. Okay. So what cards are we gonna have? Let's see. Libra consciousness. We have the King of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. And the Two of Wands. There is some kind of energy in which there is this like too serious person in your life. Or maybe this is sometimes you. There is actually that childlike energy which is like inviting the other, like a son and father or a daughter or mother, but it's like that they wanna like get a permission for something. But the figure here is like looking at them and says, maybe no, you know, I have maybe another thought for you. I think Libra here, you try to gain the approval of something or someone at this time. Or you are the one, you are dealing with a person who is trying to get the approval of you for something. The Two of Wands here telling me there is this indecisive time, actually. There can be things in which you may say to yourself, is this thing in my standards? I am not gonna go below my standards. Allegrezza al cuore, Three of Cups reverse. No play and all work, you know, makes Jack a dull boy energy. La Superbia reverse. A person's ego is getting humbled down. And the Two of Wands, we have La Donna di Servizio. Now, I see here two people, two figures. One of them is like, get some life lessons maybe over and over again. And see like how actually life has humbled their ego. There is also one person who is very serious maybe around you. And La Donna di Servizio energy can be someone in your life. How do they say? Like, this is like the service provider, or like who will provide some kind of a help. Like this serious figure, King of Swords, is trying to decide if he should or she should help him or her. So maybe you are the one who is really trying to take their attention. Hey, look, there is something of interest for you. Can you assist me in that? And this figure is more of like in a very critical position. There can be here something with the employee and employers within organizations or public or private. There can be some kind of competence, like you are trying to show, are you competent, skilled for something? And for this, like, you have to unlearn many things, and you feel like you got to prove yourself, like, over and over again. Or you are in the critic position. You are actually trying to see if the person is like flexible enough, it can be, in a serious attitude. Now, I want to get one more card. So there is this judgmental situation at this time going on, and I think this is a bit serious one. So it's not about being, well, it can be up to a moment, maybe flexibility, but it can also get very serious. And yes, in the end, it's all gonna come to judgment. Some decisions will be made. Like, are you gonna walk with this person on the same path? Will you be hired, or will you hire them? There is some kind of a decision which is likely to like force you, or maybe for some Libras there is a jury, as some kind of a legal situation they are in, and everyone is waiting like this decision to come. In your life, if you are waiting for two people also finishing their negotiations and, you know, doing all the bargain, or what is going to be, or what decision will come out, you're gonna find some progress in this. And ultimately, the Judgment card telling me that there is going to be some kind of a decision here in which you can celebrate happily. You are also maybe trying to fit, like, there is some standards and you try to keep the standards, and there is always a person who is like checking. There is this super serious tone, okay, super serious tone, and this Trip the Light Fantastic I think will likely to come after Judgment, so you can be more free in maybe what you will be doing and how you will be expressing yourself. This is actually a victory and success and happy news. Something will be reached in terms of goal. Of course, can be employment, you may be securing something can get a submission and accepted, or you may even like make like a fortune from a brilliant idea. Once you invest in something, maybe with a person, you may have this brilliant idea, and then there is going to be this maybe happy announcement. Something will keep you in the good spirit, and it may actually cause celebration, some good cheer there. No matter how difficult it may seem to be right now. Yes, and this Il Pensiero, this is going to be taught very wisely. So there is going to be really that decision. Yes, someone here is like really thinking, like gonna pass a judgment on upon what you have been doing, and I feel you will be completing or achieving some kind of a standard. I see Libras here like in the beginner's spirit, okay? And actually you can use this stage, crossing the threshold, then at this time in your life, in order to make moves towards realizing important goals in your life. But of course, on the path, you may also find yourself making some changes later, okay? Some course correct, or something may not go maybe later than originally planned. You may find yourself that you will have to make some changes in the course of action, but don't worry, because even if you also like have to plan something new, you will be you will have some kind of an improvement of the old one. So this is good. So something will actually work. I feel you are gonna work towards your goals and ambitions, and you will have this super energy to carry you through against any opposition that you may also encounter. But it's like, I think the King of Swords, yes, is the guardian of the threshold. And this guardian, I think, is posing a riddle in the form of maybe some kind of a dream, or this riddle in which you need to pass, like a student, Page of Pentacles, and then it's gonna make you sure, like, you find your passion or what you want to achieve and what you want to do. You may also share it with a partner or a person and see if they are really aligning with your goals. So I do feel also this is maybe not only including you, it can be also group goals or objectives here. But you are very much striving very hard to get, and once you reach the goals, I think it will be more permanent for you. It's just like the threshold. Yes, this is the guardian. The King of Swords is the guardian of the threshold. And actually it is trying to make you sure if you want to really pass that gateway. But the point here is that Two of Wands, you cannot move until you are absolutely clear about your objectives, Libra, in anything you go through at this moment. But this person may also cause a considerable amount of self-understanding within yourself. So this can be actually one of the benefits that you can derive from this influence of the person. If you do understand yourself through the other person, and if you have a clear picture of what you want to achieve, I think the rest is gonna like help you, so you proceed to full stream ahead. You just need to avoid stepping on other people's toes, which is unnecessary, because your path will be pretty much open there. Okay, just telling you in case it may feel like a tendency, but this is just the really true and honest interpretations of this energy from me to you, as I try to cover many aspects in these readings. So, and ultimately, when you cross the threshold, your light is likely to come from your life is coming to a major transformation. With the Judgment energy, and this is going to be from now on deepen your experience. It's going to be deepening your experience with life, and you will have the strength of your feelings. You're gonna feel the strength of your feelings for this new thing, I do feel. And this is not something casual, okay? If you have a partner, there is some kind of a compulsive quality in this energy, which can actually drive you and that person together, but it's not negative. I think this can be a best learning process for you at this time. I think, you know, in the situation though, it can be King of Swords here mirroring the Judgment. Your own judgment to yourself, like super being judgmental for yourself, it may even like block a process. Actually, you got to treat the light fantastic. So if you are being so self-critic, this may actually create a blockage. Actually, you have pretty much what you need, that's that beginner's mind to start the journey. It's just need to be la superbia reverse in the humble attitude. It's like a all new beginning. I think you can celebrate your own initiation through these circumstances. So this is Judgment is also the card of second life, second chances. So you are definitely finding yourself like at the other side of the challenge, with some unexpected insight to empower you and carry you forward in this hero's journey. I really like this reading. It is very just, and if there is this guardian at the threshold, allow this person, they are somehow gonna lead you indirectly, and from it's all about you trusting the process, okay? And then the next, and then the next, and then the next step. Like the dance, once you start to it, you are not actually thinking where you are ending up in the dance, right? You just do it automatically. So this situation also requires that. It is actually describing the quality of responses to the outer stimuli. Libra friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I will speak to you in the next readings. Hope you enjoyed this series. I find them super sublime with the existence of this deck. We will do many, of course, because I want you to also see with the other parts of tarot and cartomancy practice, which may actually bring a quality to your life when also you evaluate everything like life areas, love, relationships and work, career, domestics, or just some life standard. Hope you enjoy it. So thank you so much. See you in the next readings. Bye Libra, take good care.